It's September already. We're getting close to the end of the year. Not too much time left. Like I said, I went to Singapore to do a little pulse check on what the next 6 to 12 months are going to look like in the institutional crypto market. So I have you here today. Who better to ask than you? Why don't you give us your market commentary as you're known for? And if you don't follow Anthony on LinkedIn and on Twitter, where else do you put? Medium?
Yeah,
your blogs are dope. I really enjoy them, and they're a good read every time. But what are we dealing with for the rest of this year, and what do you think the early 2024 is going to look like in the market?
So very few people predicted that we were going to have such a good 2023 after a horrific 2022. Equity prices are up pretty materially. Crypto is looked into the abyss and bounced off the lows. And, general volatility is just low right now. We're kind of in this Goldilocks situation. But if you lift up the hood, you have thousands of struggling banks. You have a commercial real estate market that's on the verge of, disaster, to say the least. And you have super high interest rates where people are pulling monies out of banks and putting them into treasuries and money market funds. And what that all means is we're leading to a really... SVB was the prequel to the real banking crisis we're going to see next year, right? And I think the commercial real estate almost solely sits at these smaller banks. People in our industry are struggle to get the JP Morgans and the Citi World bank accounts, and when they do, they find out they're highly unusable for what we're trying to do. Highlighted by JP Morgan just cut off all their crypto clients today in the UK.
I saw that.
Yeah, so. You can't be at the top tier banks that are safest. So then you're kind of in, middle markets banks, second tier banks, third tier banks. And you're either not earning any yield or you're uninsured, right? There's 7 trillion of deposits in the United States uninsured. So that's a big number. And I think, we saw it in SVB. We saw Sequoia had 900 million sitting in SVB when in an unsecured checking account or business banking account when the bank went under. So it's a very real problem. It's not because people don't want to be, but they're struggling to get bank accounts and they're struggling to understand what are the safe investments. And there's a lot of things being sold today as safe or risk-free, and they're really not. And I think this is why we created our first product, Secured Yield, where we basically back every deposit one-to-one with treasuries and you have no price risk. And I think it's a very simple product, but basically you can go to sleep at night and know you're going to extend your runway and your investor cash is safe. You don't have to think about it. It wasn't my original intention, but I saw the market the way it is, and I said, market needs this. There's too many people getting hurt when they're just trying to extend their runway or try to earn a little bit of yield, and it destroys projects.
Damn, bro. And so who do you think out there should be paying closest attention to that specific product? Who's the best ideal customer that really needs to take advantage of this?
So we initially focused on crypto natives, but we've found a bunch of friends in the fintech space who also have the same problem. So if you have cash in a checking account that's uninvested, earning nothing, or it's above 250 grand where you're not insured, or even if you've bought in treasury bills and you have it in a brokerage account, hit me up. I'm happy to have a conversation. Whether or not we can do business or not doesn't matter. But I believe in the space, and I want to see people make it or not make it based on what they're trying to build, as opposed to kind of a foot foul in something that's not their skill set.